Hello, is Ameriki David. Check it out though. Funk Show Bros. And you know this, man. Alright, so in the opening line of this song, featured in my video gaming videos from 2 days ago, the opening words are tailored suits, diamond cut. And this movie, Money Talks, is about a diamond. That's like the main character, whatever, in the whole plot of the movie. Old 1990s movie. Here's an old 90s song. So today's Monday, also known as the Day of the Moon. I created a playlist. It's Taylor Swift's birthday. So the word Taylor Suits sounds a whole lot like Taylor Swift. And I already have that preloaded here. So just listen for tailored suits. If on her birthday I could make it about me, myself, and I. Maybe that's what he said. I don't have no idea if that's what he actually said. Here's the playlist that I curated or whatever. The first song that I added was these two Ozzy Osbourne songs that I would hope that she would know. At the very end of this music video, it shows a character that is sort of featured in this music video, No More Tears. And even though it's a heavy metal song, No More Tears is actually about like shampoo, right? Like on a shampoo bottle, the disclaimer says No More Tears, with shampoo and stuff. So there's a whole lot of long hair symbolism. Here is a 1990s music video, Bushmouth, that accompanies An American Werewolf in Paris. That's a sequel to American Werewolf in London, sort of the movie version of the song, Warren Zevon, Werewolves of London. Ooh, Werewolves of London. Just as a side note, Kid Rock's song about, man, we didn't have no internet, but I could not forget. Something about blah, blah, blah. That takes the melody of this song and mashes it with Sweet Home Alabama. Just whatever. I didn't plan on mentioning that. I'd go ahead and do that. So, the lyrics of one of the most well-known songs of the 20th century was Hotel California. And the words of this song match up with the video of this. Okay, so disregard the lyrics of this song, but pay attention to the video part. I'll just go ahead and recite what I can remember of Hotel California. Alright, so I'm just waiting for the Dark Desert Highway. Here's the Dark Desert Highway. Cool wind in my hair. Warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. Up ahead. Anyways. And then she lit up a candle. And she showed me the way. So the reason I'm making this video, well, I'm not trying to include that. Listening controls. What's happening over here? I'm looking for the candle part. This part, okay. So, not that part. This part, okay. So, and then she lit up a candle, and she showed me the way. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You can check it out anytime you like, dog. Okay, so, what happens when people lose their parents is they're sort of adopted by the government. The government becomes their parents wherever they live or wherever their parents lived, I'm not sure. So me personally, I lost the first grandmother that I lost was in 2012, and I lost my only remaining grandmother in 2016. And the very next year in 2017, I kind of feel like I was adopted by Katy Perry and Taylor Swift as my new grandmothers. I know that sounds completely absurd. The reason is they're platinum record selling artists, and my grandfather He passed away in 2008. George Hubbard Campbell Jr., he had a platinum selling record in the 1950s, like when it was way before it was cool. And so I'm a third generation person, you know, I'm sort of like Taylor Swift or Katy Perry's grandchild in a lot of ways. And I was sort of adopted by them, sort of how people are adopted by the government when they lose their parents. And so I know it's past Thanksgiving, but I'm still just sort of grateful to still have my parents. So anyways, no stunting intended. Let me see if I can go ahead and start going through these other music videos. At the very end of this music video, it shows a character, like, sort of like up in a window. This is from the 1980s. I found out about this song from Vice City soundtrack. So he looks up, and looks like a woman character, sort of like an upstairs window right here. It was hard to see. Of course, the werewolf theme, like American Werewolf in London or Paris. And so she is sort of like the character in this music video. And what's happening in the music video is she's in a room that's being filled up with water. You see the water droplets right here? That's like the Aquarius symbolism. Here's a droplet also. And as I mentioned, No More Tears is like a shampoo type thing. So here she is there. And here she is here with the water filling up the room. And it's a great song. What else about it? Oh, at the very end of it, it says, it's just a hand in the bush. In the bush. It's sort of like saying, shh, a hand in the bush. And that is where the band Bush gets its name, in my opinion. Like George Bush. Let's see if I can play that. A pimp walk, a pimp walk. Bush, in the bush, in the bush. Okay, a pimp walk. So I'm just like blurting that out. That's from a Saturday Night Live sketch, right here. So what's funny about this sketch is it's like a traditional Christmas play, and these two fine ladies are trying to train the actors of Joseph and Mary and stuff, and it has a hip hop theme. And so she's trying to show Joseph how to pimp walk. And this song here, No More Tears, has a perfect beat for the pimp walk. Let's see if I can just briefly do that. Not the guitar solo. A pimp walk, a pimp walk, a pimp walk. Anyways, and so how he's like sort of down low. He's down really low. That's also what she says in the sketch. She's like, country music is up there, and hip hop is down here, right? Like Closer to You, the Carpenter song. Why do birds suddenly up there every time you up there? Just like me, they like to be up there. Anyways, I know I'm a nerd. Someone online told me at one point that I reminded them of David Cross. It was some of the only feedback that I ever really got online. And when I eventually found this Mr. Show where David Cross was the host, along with Bob Odenkirk, aka Saul Goodman. Yeah, so that is a funny sketch. It's sort of making fun of half Metallica, half Ozzy Osbourne, and half Megadeth band. Also found out about Megadeth from Vice City soundtrack and the song Peace Sells. No one wants to buy peace. It's like positivity sells, but negativity sells absolutely, right? So 4 weeks ago, I had made a video just like this one from one day ago on Saturday Night Live, where I tried to wrap up 50 years of hip-hop history, maybe like 4 decades of history, in just a very brief amount of time, and just one album, the Beastie Boys' License to Ill. So let me show what she says.
Hey,
The pimp walk is, I was cracking up.
Now, you're gonna enter with a pimp walk. A pimp walk.
A what?
A pimp walk. Here, Neely and I'll show you. Play the track, sweetie. A pimp walk. A pimp walk. A pimp.
Okay.
I'm Joseph. I'm a baby daddy.
And,
Pimp walk.
and what hip hop does is it takes pieces of culture that are unrelated to hip hop and it puts them into hip hop. Like in Wayne's World, when Noah's Arcade is the sponsor of Wayne's World, he says, come bust a move where the games are played. It's chill, it's fresh, it's Noah's Arcade. And that was from the early 90s. Come bust a move. And I got a new one where I rap. Like, who hasn't heard that, right? It's like, I feel like I have heard that and I know the guy, even though I've never met the guy. It's like, I feel like I know who that person is. I got a new one where I rap. Like, I've heard that before.
Pimp walking.
Okay, so here's where she talks about getting low. Get low. Get low.
Down here, this is hip hop.
Up there. Get low.
Don't you mean ass?
Get low. I'm just trying to think of the rest of the words to the song. From the window to the wall.
Pop. It's a hip hop.
A hip hop. Yo, that had me cracking up. Anyways, so definitely check out. I did this before they did. I really did. And the only part that's really worth watching of this video, what I didn't mention is she does what Blondie does in her song and music video Rapture from 1980. She gets low and does that pose, the exact same pose. It was like, could be considered like the first rap song. It's just a thumbnail, I don't know. Is it gonna load, though? Go ahead. Go ahead. I might have to add Wi-Fi in here. Something sip. I thought she gave me a lip. And that's just... Alright, so let me... It was already... That's normal speed, but it's actually, like, faster than normal. And if you got beat, get beat too far. Thank you for a little long. Alright, so that's a song that people ought to be familiar with. Slow and Low is what she was talking about. Like, hip-hop's down there, and country music's up there. Like, why do birds suddenly up there? Why do birds suddenly up there every time? Slow and Low. I did that. I did that before they did. The hip-hop nativity. That's funny, though. But believe it or not, Taylor Swift was also, I shouldn't say also, I don't know for sure, it's just my opinion, man. Taylor Swift's song was mocked, because Taylor Swift was the host, like a month ago on SNL, and she has this song called Our Song, and in the music video, she's writing notes and holding it up to her window for her neighbor to see, and they're communicating that way. And that's what Billie Eilish does in this music video. It's so funny. So they make a mockery of this music video in this one. Definitely check them both out. Can I just, like, very quickly... before I go, though. Here's this old Cardigan music video last year, from 1 year ago. When artists started premiering their music videos on YouTube, they added a live chat thing just a year ago. Somehow, I was featured in the live chat of this. I was just saying, like, time long, like, long time. I didn't know how long the song was. I was hoping it was a long song. It was a short song. It's about an old sweater, and this hat that I'm wearing is featured in, like, I wrote a song for Taylor Swift and Katy Perry in December 2017. And I have a link to that in here. I don't want to cancel out the playlist, though. I want to make sure I get the rest. Here was my introduction to Taylor Swift, the first music video I remember seeing of hers. It's, she's picking a banjo, right? She's like, ding, 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 ding. She was still doing country music then. And she says the word picking in the opening verse before the first chorus of the song. And then maybe it's in the chorus, she says, like, blow. And so, in my opinion, she's referring to Pablo Picasso, right? Because of picking a banjo. Anyways, here's a song that introduced me to singing. I was driving along a few years ago, and I heard this song, and I involuntarily just started blurting out the chorus. But the real great part of the song is in the instrumental and in the verses, when he says, "My cup runneth over." That's King David quotes from the Old Testament in the Bible. He says, what is it? It's the "Turn Your Head Now, Baby, Just Spit Me Out" song. Don't turn about, don't speak about. But he whispers stuff. December whispers of treachery. It's really hard to hear. Like, you got to really hear or like read the lyrics. I'm like rambling. So what is the other part though? He says, "Tilt your head. My cup runneth over again." That's what King David says in the Bible. I don't know why I included this hush. I've never seen the video. It's just whatever. One that I've never seen. Earth, Wind, and Fire December is "Do You Remember the 21st Night of December?" It's the exact same song as September. It's just changed out for December. Okay, so I'm going to a Facebook link over here of like the first video. I look so bad at the random parts of here. Here's some of the songs featured. It's a whole lot of songs, though. Oh, it's 10:28. It's almost 10:29. That's sort of like my birthday, 129. Aquarius symbolism. Alright, is it going to load? As soon as I go to that link, I want to double back to YouTube and make sure that the playlist is still up there. Loaded. Nice. Okay, so here's from December. I recorded this though the day after, like the morning after Katy Perry released her music video. I'm wearing the same hat, the old cardigan type thing. I don't know what to call this hat though. Anyways, Katy Perry's music video, "Hey Hey Hey," it sort of like woke me up out of like a trance, some kind of a hypnosis thing, like the Biggie song "Hypnotize," or in Blondie's "Rapture," she says, "Hypnotized," like a snake charmer or something. Hypnotized. Anyways, that's all. And in "Bling Bling," I think Lil Wayne says "Hummertized," like driving a Hummer, being hypnotized in a Hummer. Anyways, I'll just have the link here or something. I don't know if I want to go through. That was, oh, so I like that.
David P. here repping melody, and you help me with the lyrics.
I'm just like mumbling and just like. What people don't realize is like, even Dr. Dre, it's like, so I took the simple form of the Fur Elise song, and then turn it into like I add a bunch of extra stuff. And what people don't know is like even Dr. Dre has found this same type of thing, in my opinion, because if you slow down, what song is it? I think it's still DRE, with featuring Snoop Dogg, but it's the one that's like bum 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 bum, and then the sort of higher pitched instrumental is and he's actually playing it on piano like that. It sounds like one note, but if you slow it down and if you watch someone play it, I've seen on YouTube, it's actually on a piano. So I don't know. I think that's what "Roll Over Beethoven" means. Of course, that's like an old rock and roll song. Unfortunately, that piano's gone. It was like a family heirloom. I've been playing on that piano since I was a baby. I included Tom Green gifts. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Um, Yo, Tom Green is more. So Eminem's at the highest heights of hip hop, right? He's like, he would be like the George Washington on the Mount Monument, whatever it's called, Mount Hip Hop. Eminem would be the George Washington place, but who should actually be there is Tom Green. People don't know this. He has organized rhyme from like 1990. So before he was a comedian, he was a hip hop artist. And definitely check out Organized Rhyme's song. I can't think of it now. But the thing is that, so Eminem is so important to hip hop culture because his mother, Debbie Mathers, and his name is Marshall Mathers. Tom Green's real mother name is Mary Jane. Last Dance with Mary Jane's song, Tom Petty, and the Heartbreakers. Rest in peace, Tom Petty. And Mary Jane Green, whatever, right? She's more Debbie Mathers than Debbie Mathers herself, in my opinion. And Eminem was, of course, first. I've heard Eminem's first rap song from like, I don't know, 1988, the year I was born, something. Anyways, not important. Perhaps what is important though is what is important. Eminem and Dr. Dre just yesterday, good news, they're going to be featured on the new GTA update. So I finally, somehow miraculously, have a computer that can run a AAA game title like GTA. I don't know how. In Texas we don't have casinos, we have pawn shops. A few years ago, I, for $80, bought a ThinkPad Lenovo laptop, and it can run GTA, like, perfectly. I've never had such a powerful computer. I've had it for years, and I didn't know it was this powerful until I attempted to install GTA just a couple of days ago. Even though that game was released in 2013, it's not important. What is important is my playlist still here. Eventually, I want to make some hip-hop dances to maybe all of these songs here. The main one of this Ozzy Osbourne, let me see if I can like stretch out. And No More Tears, it's sort of a hip-hop thing like that. No more tears. It's hard to do. Let me see if I can do it with a camera. Add in a camera. I'm going to look really dumb if I do that. That is generally the theme of my videos, is I'm trying to look dumb. I'm trying to embarrass myself. Like in NWA's song, not to be confused with BMW, NWA's song Express Yourself, all you have to do is expose yourself, right? Or like embarrass yourself. So anyways, no more tears. Like he even says in the song, no more tears. This is hard to do. Let's see if I can hold the camera steady while I do that. It's hard to do. I'll have to have the song going at some point. Anyways, that Text is a company I started working for. It's a startup company to compete with Amazon. They have little warehouses, miniature warehouses, and people just deliver single orders at a time. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let me compare these. These are funny. Alright, so Billy's character in this video, what's up? There it goes. Alright, so here, would you like to come to Christmas dinner? And she's like, me? Myself and I? I'm not gonna reveal the punchline, it's too funny. You know what? Who cares? I am gonna reveal the punchline. Oh, that's a song in the background. I'm like, what's happening over here? For some reason it's not working. Okay, so I'll just show how and Taylor Swift's song, and happy birthday, by the way. I'm like, difficult. How did I even see this video in the first place? I didn't watch this until 2017. I distinctly remember. The videos aren't playing, though. Okay, so I can show the thumbnail. This is awful. How do I have only toes, though? Alright, so let me cancel out that video and try it again. I definitely have to mute it. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong song. I'm thinking of the wrong song. That really sucks. I don't know what song it is that she does that. I was checking out YouTube trending. It all happened in early December 2017. Katy Perry's music video was going up to #1. It was Hey Hey Hey. And I watched it and I was like, wait, this is really weird. And then I started watching Taylor Swift music videos like Out of the Woods, and I started crying. Like, I was crying. And then when I woke up the next day, I wasn't sad anymore. I was like happy and excited to start writing music on my own. I was like, finally, I know how to make music. After all these years of sitting here at this stupid piano, and here's like the result of that. I think it's funny. I don't know. So it's what else? I don't know. Yesterday I did the dog whooping. I think that's why I had the Hush song, Deep Purple, because I've heard dogs barking in a chorus. Even they were going in it. And it's like the James Bond theme. Bum 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 bum. All right, so I know I sound boomerish.
Let's take it from the top again.
Let's take it from the top. Me, myself, and I.
There's
a lot of edits.
I just don't know about that second part.
And then what I mentioned yesterday about the wow song, that was actually written for Cheyenne, and I think maybe I cut Cheyenne out of the video. There's a version with it. Herbert Hoover? Herbert Hoover. Cheyenne jumped up on the piano, and I think I cut her out. Whatever. Anyways, so I was listening to Near My God to Thee song. Of course, everyone knows it from the Titanic on violin. It's better to play on piano. It's great to learn. And when I was looking at the keys, it was C, E, and A. And that sort of spells the word sea, like Deep Blue Sea or Deep Purple. So there's a movie called Deep Blue Sea with Samuel L. Jackson about a shark and stuff like that. So I want to know if I bet money on, I would imagine, just because I realized it today, it's still like a fresh idea, that the movie Deep Blue Sea, kind of like Titanic, is the movie version of the song Nearer My God to Thee. It's a great song to try to learn. And on my Rad College of Music online, just go to the website, musicca.com, MUSICCA, sort of like Titanica, the band, mentioned in my playlist. What up, Savannah and Jared? Thanks for liking my video. I don't know if I'll tag y'all. I'll send you a message. I'll say update. Y'all featured in my new video. Here's Titanica. Definitely check out Titanica. Someone told me online that I reminded them of David Cross. He's the co-host. Here's David Cross in the sketch, and here's Bob Odenkirk, aka Saul Goodman from Better Call Saul, and that's Saul. And happy birthday, Taylor Swift. That's all.